Hey y'all, welcome to the very first episode of Sincerely Shawnta. So in today's video, the very first video, first and foremost, happy Thanksgiving. By the time you all see this, of course, Thanksgiving would be over with, but hey, let's be thankful and celebrate being thankful every single day. So happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Again, just thank you so much for tuning in. In this episode, I just want to talk a little bit about the platform that I'm wanting to build when it comes to this YouTube channel. But first, let's stop right there. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe down below so you could get notified when I post additional videos. Go ahead and click that bell right beside subscribe as well. Sincerely Shawnta, this is going to be a very raw channel. For those of you who know me inside and out personally, I am extremely private. I hold everything in, which of course we'll talk about in more episodes of just holding those feelings in, being able to share those feelings. But I'm extremely private, when it comes to my personal life, finances, health, anything, extremely private. But I want to use this platform to be transparent. I take pride in being transparent. So for example, I was going to go ahead and beat my entire face to hop on this camera, throw in my contacts, all of that, the whole nine. But you know, I decided, let me just be myself. I don't wear makeup every day. Especially during quarantine, I barely put on real clothes. If it isn't leggings or some type of comfiness, I'm not gonna put it on. It's like I said, during quarantine. So I wanted to get on here and just be me and be excited and just share with you just my journey of getting back to me and being happy and healthy and all of those great things. So just a little bit about me. I am 30 years old. I know, right? 30. 30 years old. I currently reside in Virginia. I grew up in North Carolina, but I'm back here now in my hometown. It has been interesting, which of course in later episodes we are going to talk about. Also in the next episode, we're going to talk about what do I do for a living? What's my passion? What's my goals? I'm a business owner. I decided to, of course, in the middle of a pandemic, start a business. Right on my 30th birthday. Can you believe it? I know. I'm crazy. Maybe it's just the Gemini in me. You know what, girl? You know, who knows? But I started my own business and I can't wait to share that journey with you all as well. But again, just the platform of this channel. It isn't going to be your typical YouTube channel. You aren't going to see me running around here with cameras and, you know, tapping into my every single day life. But what you are going to get are segments of, again, my passion, what I like to do, what I'm looking to do, what I'm looking to do to bring forth my passion within my community. Being a woman of Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, I thoroughly believe in my community. I always tell people, like, hey, I personally don't want everyone to know that I'm an AKA based on what I wear, but based on what I do here in my community. So I'm constantly moving, shaking, trying to figure out what's the next steps when it comes to building and uplifting my community right here in my hometown, and even in different areas where I have lived. What are some ideas that I can put forward to say, hey, this is a great idea to help people other than myself? Like I was saying, non-traditional YouTube channel. You're going to see me coming on here. I'm going to talk about different things within a 10 to 15 minute segment. If there are anything that you want to hear about, comment down below and I will go ahead and add that as well. Now, undergrad, went to school for interdisciplinary studies, so majored in psychology as well as concentrations of health education and promotion. Went on to do graduate studies in human services with a concentration of marriage and family therapy. So I have a different perspective, I like to say, when it comes to just your standard relationships. So those ship type of things. So friendships, relationships, just those ships in general. I view things very differently. I view things more, I would like to say, open-minded than most individuals, just being not only because of my background, but because of just my beliefs as well. I am now also thinking about doing road to doctoral, or should I say hashtag road to doctoral. So continue to pray for me and uplift me, because when it comes to that type of degree, you have to honestly sit and say, hey, do I really want to do this? Because it gets so much in depth of not just one subject, but it's a lot of hours and a lot of, let me tell you something, it's a lot of money, okay? And your girl, student loans get real out here. Student loans get so super real. So continue to uplift me. And then also just my personal life. I am a woman of faith. I believe in God. I believe that Jesus Christ, died on the cross for my sins. And so there will be segments where I will say, hey, are there any prayer requests? I would love to, of course, pray for my followers just as much as I pray that you all pray for me as well. My business, so within the state of Virginia, Lifetime Consulting, you can check out that website at www.lifetime7consulting.com. Which, of course, in my next video, I'm going to talk a little bit more in detail about what Lifetime Consulting is all about. But right now, I will share that it is a college preparation type of workshops and courses and mentorship that I decided to do because I thoroughly believe that every single student, every single child should have the resources and also opportunities within higher education just as much as anyone else. So this is my passion. Being a first generation college student, college graduate, I wanted to say, hey, let me get out here and help other students just like someone helped me. Of course, Senator Kamala Harris, now the Vice President-elect Kamala Harris, once said that if you have the opportunity, take it back out there. Give it back to others. If you were blessed to have that opportunity, bless others with that same opportunity. Also within Lifetime Consulting, of course, I now help with credit repair and financial literacy. Many times, especially within the African American community, individuals may not necessarily know how to help not only build their finances but stay in good financial standing. Great credit will open up a lot of doors for you, whether if it's wanting to continue your education, wanting to purchase that first home, wanting to purchase a new car, and so on and so forth, even down to getting like an Old Navy credit card. Who would have ever thought? But it's so true. And so many people out there are either misguided or just don't have the proper knowledge to pretty much get out there and say, hey, this is what I need to do to budget. This is what I need to do to finance. Actually have a client who has never even balanced a checkbook. So even going down to those things. And like I said, in my next video, I am definitely going to talk about my business, what I do for a living, how I can get you all involved, how I can help you all. So that's just a little bit, of course, about my business, but if there's anything that you would like to hear on this channel, my thoughts, my ideas, we are, of course, going to be talking about real life, education, and of course, building the brand. I thoroughly believe that everyone has it in them. It's all about pulling it out. My life coach once said, hey, you have to get uncomfortable in order to get to the next level. Never become too comfortable in what you're doing. So that's part of the reason why I decided to start this YouTube channel. But even if it's something like dating advice, or even if it's something like, hey, I want to go back to college, but I'm not 100% sure, I would definitely love to sit and just answer those general questions for anyone. Also, for example, one of my line sisters actually wants me to do a video on being 30, single, and quarantine. So I'm really excited about that. I'm going to give you all tips about what I've been doing throughout this quarantine and how I'm pretty much getting through that. I suffer from anxiety and depression. I'm going to be transparent and do a video on that and how I feel and how I've been feeling. And quarantine only makes it a little more challenging, but guess what, you all? We're all going to get through this together. I want to do more videos on different ways we can help the community, different ways we can help uplift each other, and not necessarily put each other down for personal or financial gain, but being able to uplift each other and carry each other up to the top. So if there's anything that you want me to talk about, drop it down below. But until next time, thank you so much for tuning in to my very first vlog. But also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell button down below for notifications. And remember, before I go, to always, always, always invest in yourself for a lifetime. Signed, sincerely, Shawnta.